Hi guys, it's Art13. We have had quite a year at Lotus Media. A lot of exciting things have happened in the midst of all the chaos that is happening worldwide. And I just wanted to come to you guys with some honesty and some transparency that we try to put out as much content as frequently as we can of a certain quality that we think is good and digestible and entertaining to you guys, but we do run into some issues on the production end as well as on the life end. And one of those things that we have to include under the umbrella of life happens is Mal forgets that we have this footage.
Sorry.
This is a video that we wanted to put out very early in the year when this was basically a fad. But as of right now, we are far out from that fad. It feels like a forever and a goddamn day away that fad even existed and happened. But I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy our reactions to 365 days. Artsy.
It's always a good sign when it's just a bunch of logos from studios I've never seen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have no idea any of these logos.
Good morning, nerds.
You're posting this in the morning.
No, I mean, it's morning for me.
It's guten Abend.
It's roughly probably like 5 or so o'clock, but I've only been awake for 3 or 4 hours, so it's still morning for me.
Okay.
I gotta say roughly 5 or so o'clock.
Yeah, what time is it?
Just after 5 o'clock.
Just a
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So what are we doing here, Mal?
We are going to watch this movie, the beginning of this movie called 365 Days. There's this trend on the internet where people are reacting to the beginning of this movie for whatever reason.
Just the beginning.
Yes. So, what do you think, off the top of your head, that it's about?
Based on the climate today, I'm gonna say that it's something that just didn't age well.
I mean, it just came out. Which is...
Then I have no idea.
Also, do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh yeah, I'm Tyler. Yeah, so just hanging out here today to shoot some videos and stuff, so yeah. Yeah, I have no idea what this is gonna be about. I'm a little bit scared.
I'm a little bit scared too. I haven't seen the beginning, but I know a little bit about the premise of the movie, so I will talk about the premise of the movie afterwards.
You give us the summary?
Yes.
Kat, what is your assumptions about what this is about?
Zombies.
Zombies?
Year long. Everything going to zombies.
Okay. I saw the thumbnail. Because I set this up. And I think it might be a 50 Shades ripoff.
Oh.
Just off of the thumbnail, I don't know.
We're gonna see. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a foreign film, right?
Also, how many people are involved in making this film?
It's reasonably shot, so it's not like...
It's like the end of Lord of the Rings, but at the beginning. How many starts are there?
Do we want to talk about that last? Oh, no, we're here
No,
now.
we're here now.
Somewhere in the Mediterranean.
Arden is blind, so I'm gonna help him with the subtitles.
You're good. Don't worry about it.
Oh, it's important.
It's in
Because it opens aggressively.
Okay.
the first batch, we got 20 refugees, all young girls. Feel free to keep one. He's got the wrong address. It's a real bargain.
Some of them are barely 12. So they're trying to convince this guy to help traffic young girls, basically,
Yes.
so far.
You carry on the family business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let go of your fun and pleasures.
All the light touches will be yours.
Oh!
Oh!
Holy shit!
That escalated quickly.
I was expecting a lot of shit, but not that. It went through both of them?
I guess so.
Or maybe he just fainted.
But it looked like it came down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so it hit his dad in the chest and then him in the tummy.
Oh my god, yeah.
Where was this shot from?
The sky.
The butler did it.
He curved the bullet.
He curved the bullet.
It was the girl on the beach. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, pop music. So here's my question. The entire beginning of this movie was in another language, but the first song you hear is English.
Yeah.
So I have heard about this. I haven't... It didn't interest me, so I stopped watching the video that was talking about this. But I am under the impression that a majority of this movie is actually still in English.
Yeah, no, it is.
It is?
It is.
Okay, so this entire bit was in Italian?
Yes, because he's clearly from like a mob family.
Yeah.
My question is, how the fuck did it happen?
So he knows everybody's
I think that
sexual preferences.
And secrets.
I think that what this is was them trying to show that these are the two main characters, the female and this guy, and they're both badasses. I think that's the entire purpose of what we just
Okay.
watched.
No context to what they were negotiating or anything. Just
Yes,
badass.
yeah, just one of
We
them.
got a badass over here.
Right.
One of them is a blackmail king, and the other is, I don't know, she yelled at some guy about not having balls, and now she's taking dirty pictures. So he's just getting nudes, and she's sending nudes.
It's hard for me to understand what the fuck is going on.
Zresztą chyba jeszcze nas nie spakowałeś, prawda?
Excuse me?
Oops. And now we're on a private jet. Okay. I know what the plot is. I'm waiting for it to get there.
Yeah.
I'm so
right?
confused. There's no.
Because you know, I'm assuming now, Arden, you realize what this is. You know what the plot is to a certain extent.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to get to that point. Yeah. Yep.
No.
Am I old enough for this?
I'm confused as to what's the point.
Yeah.
Well, that was quick. That took no convincing whatsoever. Oh man, this movie
Mel,
wants
why
to be edgy.
what are we watching?
Yeah. Well, and
This
it's,
movie really
it's
wants
just
to
a random
be edgy.
collection of scenes that someone wanted to shoot, and now they're trying to make it a movie.
This is like a failed porn director.
Yes.
What? Oh my god! Whoa!
What is happening?
Good fucking lord!
This is on Netflix?
Yes!
What the hell?
Oh my god! Well, I get it. I understand why people were reacting to this.
Yeah.
I get it now. What? Oh, I need to go to church.
Oh god!
God.
I need to go to church.
Why? What is the point?
I feel dirty. Excuse me, everyone.
What?
I think this is against air
Is
regulation.
this still
This-
going?
Yes!
I think
What's the point?
this is worse than a zombie movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I want my 365 zombie movie.
If it is a zombie movie, it's a really weird zombie movie.
What is the soundtrack?
What was the point of that? Why were...
So we just got introduced to the sexual habits of both of the main characters.
Great.
Are we done? Are we...
Why do we care? Why do we care?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only justification I have is the fact that it is... I have assumed that this is
We're
a
at 13. We're at 13 minutes.
That was a lot
We're
that
gonna-
happened in 13 minutes.
We're gonna stop. Oh my fucking god!
What the fuck?
Why?
So the plot of this movie, more or less, is that somehow this guy is a mobster or whatever,
Okay.
and he gets to these. However, these two characters meet, they get to a point where basically he is holding her captive for 365 days. I don't know if it's like a bet or an agreement they have or whatever, but it's like, I will force you to fall in love with me over these 365 days. This movie basically like is just glamorizing when you get kidnapped by
Stockholm
Stockholm
Syndrome?
Syndrome. It's like Stockholm Syndrome the movie. But people love it because it's just a bunch of like kinky, aggressive, like 50 Shades of Grey sex stuff. So like people, it's like everyone's like, oh, this is such a like crazy hot movie and all this stuff, but it's going clear over everyone's head that he's like kidnapping her and abusing her and like borderline
and
raping her and like Stockholm. Like what he just did to the flight attendant is basically his whole thing for the whole movie.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that by the end of the movie, she agrees to be in love with him, and then they spend the rest of their lives together.
Is it like the rom-com where there's like something at the end that they like split apart, you know, like you didn't tell me you had a brother and like
I hope not.
some contrived thing.
I'm assuming
like,
the contrived thing is that she's kidnapped. I don't know.
Jeez.
I have heard. So there was like I stopped watching a video that was talking about this movie. I didn't realize that we were talking about that she was talking about this movie specifically, but apparently he never learns female protagonist's name. He only ever calls her baby girl.
Oh yeah, that is a thing. There are lots of scenes from this movie that are like super aggressive, and the one that most people have seen through like TikTok and whatever is the scene where they're both in the shower and she like says something rude to him. Like I'm assuming she's taking a shower and he just steps in the shower with her, which is just a whole different slew of things. And like she says something mean to him.
Probably like, hey, get the hell out of my shower room.
Right, and like turns around. But again, they frame it in like a sexy way. Like she's like teasing him about it, and he grabs her by the back of the neck and like aggressively kisses her and like turns around and kisses her. And everyone's like, oh my god, it's so steamy. And it's like, dude, what?
No.
What? No. Help, someone please. And it's like the whole...
And we're supposed to encourage it because she's got a husband that was just like, not feeling it tonight,
right,
babe.
they set you up.
Sorry.
Right,
Yeah.
and then they gave you two characters that are like, oh, clearly these two characters have like a very high sex drive. Therefore, they must be destined for each other.
Yeah.
Oh, and
And,
he
like,
knows
I've
everybody's
also-
sexual preferences. So.
Right,
So,
right.
and I've also so the other thing that I've heard that is incredible that feeds into the contrivances of this movie is that this guy, because that girl, the female protagonist, is the same girl from the beginning of the movie, the one that he was seeing through the binoculars.
Oh.
And he like makes the reference apparently at some point that when he thought he was dying, the image of her was the only thing that kept him going.
Oh my...
So that's why he
You
is
gotta
like
be
hunted
joking
her down
me.
and like specifically has like set up this entire 365 day situation specifically for her because she was the reason that he got through that near-death experience or something of the like. I don't know that you.
365 Days is a 2020 Polish erotic romantic drama, filmed and directed by two people. It is based on... Their names are in Polish and I don't want to destroy them. I'll put them up on screen. It is based on the first love novel of a trilogy written by one of the two writers. There's gonna be more.
No!
This is only the start.
This is only the beginning.
The plot follows a young Warsaw woman in a spiritless relationship falling for a dominant Sicilian man who imprisons her and grants 365 days to fall in love with him.
He says, I'm going to imprison you for 365 days, whether you like it or not, and you're going to fall in love with me, whether you like it or not.
That is what I'm getting, yes. Celebrates her 29th birthday in Italy with her friends, but after her husband embarrasses her, she goes for a walk and meets this guy who kidnaps her. Yes. That is the plot of this movie. It is just the syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome, the movie, literally, and it's from a trilogy of books. So,
Wow.
And people like this.
people are eating this movie up.
It's the same thing that happened with the 50 Shades phenomenon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
People still went to those movies even though they knew that they were bad, even though all the controversy surrounding the production of those movies, when the
Yeah.
actors like didn't want to be
Hated each
around
other.
hated each
Yeah.
other, didn't want to be around each other. They still went to support these movies because
Well, and it was even before that,
Yeah.
the books and all
Right,
the
yeah,
controversy
yeah.
around the books and people saying that it wasn't healthy, and then it still,
Okay.
People, y'all degenerates.
Yeah.
Y'all degenerates.
You all should be ashamed.
Let's keep watching.
All right. All right. We've
Did
got.
you send me this link, Mel?
Yeah, I would never watch this. But like, what is the length if I were to watch?
140. Okay, yeah.
Okay, there's one more movie that people are reacting to. I don't think it's as bad as this one. It's called Love. Hopefully, it's not about Stockholm Syndrome. Oh, there's tongue kissing on the front.
In it. I don't.
You know what? We're gonna save this one for another one. Well, I usually say thank you all for sitting on the couch, but like, I apologize.
No, thank you.
I apologize that I accidentally put you all through that. That was
The things we do for love.
Yes.
Shoves child out the window.
it's been good old Mal.
I'm R13. I'm still waiting on the ramen.
I'm Kat.
And I'm Tyler.
Thank you all, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
We're sorry.
Oh my God.